Well, Jorge, you rolled the dice a little bit. Stepped in on short notice, flew around the world. It was a big opportunity. Didn't quite go your way. What's the feeling like right now?
Um, I hate coming up short. I'm not gonna make no excuses. He was a better man tonight. There were some areas where I didn't give him enough credit, and there were some areas where I felt with a better training camp, I could definitely surpass him. And I think I showed a lot of my wrestling on 6-8 notice that I'm not too easy to take down or to hold down on the ground. I made a lot of mistakes. I tried to fight in spots since I didn't feel my gas tank was at the greatest, and he fought in better spots. Right when I'd get loose and start to open up, he was able to clinch me up and take it back into his world. So I'm not going to take nothing away from him. He won fair and square. I'll do whatever it takes to get back in front of that man and compete again and get my hand raised.
I know you don't want to make any excuses, but as you said, very difficult weight cut, the travel, the time change, coaching situation as well. Can you give us an idea, like what percentage you felt you were at in there tonight?
Weight cut was tough, like everybody knows. I had a little bit of weight to cut, but I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses. He won. I gambled the dice on myself. I knew I didn't have the greatest gas tank coming in, but I'm still a dangerous man. 6 days, 1 day, 6 weeks. So hats off to him. We'll do it again.
You guys talked a little bit in there afterwards. Can you share what was said between the two of you?
I was just between two men. I just said, he said some good things, and I said some good things. I'm like, we don't got to talk shit to each other to promote no more. That's for the other idiots, and he agreed, and he said that, and whatever, we'll do it again, man. I just can't wait. They'll put an opponent in front of me, and I'm gonna take care of business. I'm gonna come back better than ever. I'm not gonna disappear from the sport without this belt being wrapped around my waist, one way or another. I wasn't my best performance tonight, but everybody could see I have a dog in me. That dog doesn't shut up or roll over for nobody. I was very tired at some spots, and I was able to dig down and bring it back to my feet. I'm not happy with my performance or nothing, but I'm telling everybody, I'll be back and stronger.
Was the feeling that you had to get it done early, that you need to come out and try to knock him out in the first round?
Yes and no. I just knew that even if I didn't get him in the first, as long as I picked my spots and exploded, I could do well. And maybe there was a couple times I hurt him, and as soon as I started to open up, boom, he'd be able to take me into his world and zap a little bit of the energy. Didn't let me get moving too much. I didn't keep it in my world long enough for me to actually do damage and sustain that damage, keep that damage coming so it could accumulate and hurt his gas tank. I'll be back, man.
Can you share what Dana had to say with you? It looked like you guys had a conversation as well.
He said I had a great fight. He's very proud of me. He said I did very well in the wrestling department. He said I stuffed a lot of takedowns. I don't know if he was just being nice or not, man, because I felt like I didn't perform well, but thanks to Dana for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Last thing for me, clear you want to work your way back here to this title shot. What kind of schedule do you want to be on, man? Is this something that's going to burn at you that you got to fight right away, or do you feel like you got to sit back and evaluate what makes sense? When do we get to see you fight again?
Definitely going to sit back and evaluate the next. Since I've moved up to 170, I haven't had to cut weight more than like 8-9 pounds, and it's something that when I left 155, I told myself I wouldn't be doing no more. So for the next fight, I'll make sure that I'm back on schedule. I got barely any weight to cut, and I'll be feeling great, whoever the opponent is. I don't know if I'll be coming back at the end of the year or early next year. I'm going to sit down with my management and figure that out. But whoever it is next year, I just want to come back and get a stoppage and be in peak shape, have a six-pack when I get out there, look right,
Well, hey, you said that he did a few things better than you anticipated. What exactly were they?
His jab was I knew he had an okay jab, but his jab was okay, His fakes, though, I could tell he was just level changing the fake. He was able to kind of lower me to sleep and then grab me for the clinch, where he'd fake, and then all of a sudden he was grabbing me, and we were up against the fence, and there was other areas where I felt real good, actually. When he got into my legs, I felt I could wrestle with him all day. I stuffed a lot of takedowns. I'll be back, He knows that I'm no pushover. I just feel like I let a lot of people down, man. It was a shitty performance.
Not 6 days, man. But do you think, you said you guys don't have to talk shit anymore to each other. I know there was some genuine bad blood going into this. Has that sort of subsided now? You spent 25 minutes in there together?
The competitor me, no. I want to take everybody's head off. I want to take his head off even more now that he beat me. But I just feel like, especially me and him now, we don't have to promote the next fight like that. We don't have to talk about each other's religion or ethnicities or nothing like that. You know, he said some things that weren't necessary, and I'm sure I said some things that probably weren't the best. I just think about the future generations. You don't have to promote fights like that to sell pay-per-views. I heard that this card did great anyways, you know, but I feel it doesn't have to be promoted like that, especially for the younger guys coming up. They don't need to think that you always need to talk shit to sell a pay-per-view, you know, or disrespect a man's religion or anything like that. So we'll do it again, you know.
You mentioned the numbers of the pay-per-view heading into this. Dana said it was a Khabib Conor big and all that stuff. Does that justify your pay rise?
Definitely. There's some good things to think about this. Right now, I'm just fucking very butthurt. I want to do some sprints right now. I want to get on the treadmill. I want to hit a punching bag. I want to take out my frustrations. I want to elevate my cardio to a new level. I know I could do more, you know. I know a lot of people make the excuse for me 6-day notice, but it's no excuse. Once you sign that dotted line, well, you shouldn't have signed that dotted line if you weren't in the best shape ever to compete for a world title. So I just feel like that. I just feel that I should have been in overall better shape, you know. So it's just a matter of time before I get back in there.
In the last few months, like before the Nate fight and everything, you've been saying that what you want the most is money, you know, to get paid from, because you've been in this career for so long. But from now, I'm getting a sense that actually you might just take any fight that you need to get back to that title shot. Have you been motivated by missing out on this title to just try and get back to the belt, whoever it takes?
Definitely whoever it takes, but we'll pick the right opponents. I won't fight like a Joe Blow or up-and-comer. We'll make sure that it's the right fight to get me to the title or whatever it is that I got to do to get to the title, you know. I don't know. I'm blank right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just thinking about the fight and running through scenarios in my head what I could have done better, different spots I could have fought in. Been a little bit more aggressive in certain times and maybe held back in others. I don't know. It keeps replaying in my mind. I wish I could fight some more.
Hi. A couple days ago, Ben Askren said that he made you famous. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, we made each other famous. That's it. Thank you, everybody, man. Have a good day. God bless.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.